Guys, how are you? Okay, so today we are going to be continuing drawing the things that we like for Inside All About Me project. And so what I hope is that you guys have taken the time to, one, have a grown-up take a side picture of you and also continue drawing. So we have some people who drew a few things in class. And one of the things that really stood out for me was the ones who chose to draw really small and not just super. I'm not talking about tiny, but I am talking about small enough that it fits, because we had discussed that if we were to fit all of those things and your photograph is this big, then we want to make sure that the things are small enough that they will all fit more than one, two, three. We want to fit like about maybe 20. And so this is a project that you should be drawing at least 10 of the things by the end of today. And you want to make sure that there are details. So what I like to do is I like to use my phone, and you could use the internet or you can use different things. So if I were to Google right now, so I'm going to go on Google and I'm going to put some of the things that I really love, and you guys have actually seen me draw it, is Frida Kahlo. So I'm going to go to my Google and I'm just going to put Frida Kahlo. That allows me to, one, reference it so that I can see how it looks. That's the benefit of doing it at home. And so then I will look at a Frida Kahlo picture that I like, such as this one, and I will draw her because she is one of the people that really stands out to me. That is a person that I particularly find meaningful. Like, it's so important to me. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to draw her. Okay, so here goes. 1 second. And get started. So if I were to do it, I can't make her big, super big, like I normally would. So I'm going to go ahead and do a small U. Now, like some of the guys in the classroom chose to draw their parents, because that's something, or some people that are super meaningful to them. And I had told the class that if I had to do it, I would draw my son, because my son is in my heart. He's someone that I love a lot. I would also draw my friend Frida Kahlo. So Frida Kahlo has very heavy eyebrows. So when we're drawing, again, it's the eyes, the nose, and I'm going to use a red right away, because if I do this with a marker, it's not going to show. And when we're doing the lips, it's sort of like a V. Now, the reason I'm doing her eyebrows is because that's one of the things that really stands out about Frida Kahlo. What's another thing that definitely stands out about Frida Kahlo are those beautiful flowers that she has on her hair. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a whole bunch of flowers. I could obviously make it better if I were to take my time. The other thing is that I had spoken to the class, and this is like super important. It is quality over quantity. Sometimes we want to finish so fast, and then we're not paying attention to all the things that really make it, something that stands out of our work. We want to make sure that when we are drawing our things that are important, some of the people, I think they said something like a manga or something like that. When we are drawing, we want to make sure that we are taking the time to draw super well. Now, again, this is not my best work because I am literally drawing it upside down. I'm drawing it not the way I normally would, so it's not going to look that good. If I were to draw it like this, obviously it would be nicer. So her face doesn't look like Frida Kahlo, but you get the gist of it. And then I'm going to color. And it's a process. It's not something that we do super fast. And let's say, for instance, that I like a snake. I don't want you to choose a snake if you don't like it, but if you were to choose something such as a snake, it would be fantastic that you make an effort to really get in there and make all the details. So again, if you notice, this is my paper, it's quite small. So I'm going to make a snake. Remember, we did a project where there was a snake, and I want to make my snake as wiggly kind of as possible. And then I want to make the eyes. I'm going to use the red right away because my marker is not thin enough, and I'm going to do that furthermore. And then I want to make sure that I'm making designs. Some kids might make it like this. A snake has motion. So when you are making your snake, if that is something that you want to do, you can make motion. Some students chose to do dinosaur, one dinosaur, T-Rex. And it's a matter of like really putting life to whatever you're doing, just so that you can make sure that it's your best version. We're not rushing again. So that I would say is an X. What other things can you possibly draw that you really like? I'm going to draw a cupcake. So, because I think cupcakes can be very yummy. I don't like a lot of them, to be honest, but I think they're so pretty. So that's one of the reasons why I would love to draw a cupcake. And I could do a little piece of done. And so it's very nice. What's great about doing a cupcake, if that's what you like, you don't have to, is that you can really make all these pretty decorations with the little thing that holds the cupcake and also the frosting, because cupcake for the most part has yummy frosting. And so you can get creative. I'm going to actually pretend that I'm doing sprinkles in mine. And I'm pretending that the cream is white. So I'm going to leave that white. But what I'm going to do is not go dot, dot, dot. Instead, I'm going to be purposeful and I'm going to draw a little tiny little sprinkle. And they're called sprinkles. And so this looks really nice. I think I'm going to add another color, maybe purple. Purple I keep saying it incorrectly. Sprinkle will look really pretty. So I want to make sure that this pops. And then I'm thinking like this is normally, I'm going to make this a cherry. Okay. And I want to also decorate that a little further. I just put pinks. I think it should also have blue because that way it's like gender neutral and it has both. So I like that. And that I think will look really pretty because I do like desserts once in a while. I'm in the mood for a cupcake. And when I'm coloring my snake, I am making sure that I am going to make sure that it really looks very pretty. Again, remember when we did our pumpkin design, we talked about designs and we talked about how it's not enough to draw it. It's also how we color. It's the colors that we choose when we are doing this because it just makes it that much better. I'm going to go ahead and keep going with the coloring. And I have this so far. I want another contrasting color for my snake. So I will put green because I think green and orange are really a nice combination. They have the right amount of contrast and also they make those little triangular designs that I did on my snake really pop out. So I'm going to color it. I'm not going to color inside the eye because we do want to create contrast. I think I'm going to choose yellow for my eyes. I'll show you in a bit how it looks. This looks like this crayon. It looks like orange, but it's basically this. So this is what I have so far. Anyway, I hope you enjoy my video. I gotta go because I have a class to teach, but I love you guys and I miss you. I want you guys to get really kind of passionate about the things that you like. Make sure that you are drawing something that is important to you. Don't just draw for the sake of drawing. And more importantly, don't copy me because I may have something or I may have drawn something that you like, but you need to draw things that represent you. You are your own person. Although we may share interests, it's not we share every single interest. So I definitely want to see a lot of you in there. Anyway, I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.